Okay, so this is where we left it yesterday, and I would like to proceed. As you can see, we have the vSmart. Now we have five one edges. If you have not watched the previous video, which shows how I configure the first one edge, and this is the five sides is up, and one edge one, two, three, four, and five, and I have V bond and I have the V manage. And as you can see, it's normal and the three sides is up. This is site one, this is site two, this is site three. Because of the limitation and the hardware resources that I'm using, I won't be able to complete this. This is our MPLS site, and this is our um, internet gold, and this is MPLS for the color differentiation. Now, the T locks for each and every one of these sites is up, as you can see in the control connection. Can quickly check that. As you can see, we have all the site up, and the transport locator, which is the T lock gold, is up, and the color is gold. So we have that. We can quickly uh, do some verification here. If you click here, we have three BFDs, which is uh, sites within the same color. V edges within the same site do not form any T lock within each other. So VH1 will have a connectivity to uh, site 2, VH3, site 2, VH4, and site 5, site 2, VH5. That is how you have the three BFDs here. For the VH5, it has four BFDs, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and the V Smart. So now, for verification's sake, we can also verify uh, here. If you click on control connections, no, let's come to devices. No, let's come to network. Yeah, network. We can see the site IDs, the system IP. Uh, some of the elements that is required for T-locks to come up is the system IP, the encapsulation method, and there is also one other uh, element that needs to be present for a T-lock to be fully formed. One of it is a system ID, which is unique to every single router, every single one edge. And as you can see, it is reachable. This is the chassis number, and it belongs to site one. It has three BFDs, two controls, which is the vSmart and the vBond. And this is the version, this is the date that was created, and it is managed by this vmanaged ID. As you can see, this is the vmanage system IP, and this is the vmanage here. Now, if you want to check details, you can click on one of the VH, which will show you. I've reported it once. The numbers of interface. As you can see, we have three interface which we configured. We configured the VPN 0 to be in interface 0, and we configured the VPN 512 in Ethernet 0, and gigabits 0/0 in VPN 0. This is it here. And this is the individual respective IP address, and you can see it is up. The remaining interfaces are not configured, and that is why you can see it is down. If you come to the T-lock on the one side, for edge 1.1.1, which is in site 1, has only one T-lock, as you can see, and the color is gold, and it is up. And if you look at the tunnel, is currently this is edge one gold currently forming an IPsec to VH4, which is this, and the same thing. These are the sites it established IP security tunnel 2. So that is what we have here. And if we check on each and every other VHs, this has an MPLS site which is connected to VH3, VH4, VH5, and these are their individual IPsec. This is the security part of it, which I'm just going to omit. Now, for the control connections, it has for VH 1.1.2, it has two control connections to both vSmart and the VH, and the DTLS and the private port is up for each and every one of the both the vSmart and the VH. Now, for troubleshooting, let's see what we have here. And you can see here in the control connection, it's showing you how it forms its connections to the vSmart and the VH. From this is the connection. Now, if you come to system, what do we have here? Okay, this is just to show you temperature, the numbers of time you rebooted, if it crashes, the power supply, and the rest. If you come to troubleshooting, um, there are some features which comes if you want to do check connectivity, you want to do ping, you want to do trace routes. And if you come to traffic, you can check the tunnel heads, you can simulate flows. These are the beauty that it comes with. The V SD1 comes with. Now, if you come to real time, it gives you details of what you can show BGP neighbor routes, neighbors, BGP summaries, bridge mark. These are few features that if you really want a granular control, then you will be logging into the CLI of SD1 does not give you the level, the granular control you will have in uh, in CLI. In CLI, just imagine it configuring BGP. You have so many tweaks, so many changes you can do, but in SD1 is pretty much template, which is what we're going to be creating today. How to create templates in SD1. So basically, this is what we have for the real time, and so we'll be heading straight to today's topic. Today's topic, I'm just going to be talking about how we create templates. Now, I'm going to bring up one of the route, the VH, which will be the basics, the basics for explaining the template. Now, if you remember when we were configuring this VH, okay, let me start this way. There are two uh, uh, let me call it uh, features when you are creating a template. Is either you create a device template or you create a featured template. There is something we call a featured template, which is this, and this is a device template. Now, a featured template is uh, a feature in SD1 that allows you to create each of the VPN or each of the VPN 0 or VPN 512 in by including them in this template. Now, when you create the template, you have to come to the device template and group the template. So in device template, you are able to group the template. In feature template, you create individual templates. Now, I'm going to show you what an individual template looks like. Now let's show run. Okay, let me go to the privilege mode. Show run. Now this is a template. VPN 0 is a template. is a featured template. Interface down to all these services is a featured template, which means that when we are creating a template, we are creating about five different templates, five different feature templates. One, two, three, four, and the fifth one. Five templates. Now, these are the templates that we need to create first. Then we group them. Now, grouping templates depends on the if each of these VH has similar configuration. If they have similar configuration, then you can group them. Let's take for example, I configured VPN 0 and VPN 512 on this router. Similar thing is what I configured there, and similar thing is what I configured on all these ones. So basically, it means they can use the same template. And put at the back of your mind that the moment you deployed a template to each and every one of these VHs, you will not be able to configure them VACLI again. It will throw an error if you try to configure it. Although you can view configuration, you can show configuration, you can run basic troubleshooting, but managing the VH would solely be managed, be controlled by the vManage. So let us begin. First, we need to create a feature template. Then we'll come to a device template to group them into the categories that we want. Now, the first feature template that we'll be creating is what we called, okay, the first thing we need to do is to select the device. We have series of devices. We have the ASR, we have the CT1109, we have the ISR router, we have the RSRV, we have the VH100. Um, but basically, the one we are using is the VH Cloud, excuse me. So now when you click on each and every one of these templates, the sample template we have here is different for each and every one of these devices. So if I click the cloud, it's different from when I choose an ISR router. As you can see, ISR router has more option. Now, if you choose VH Cloud, it only has some basic option. Let's check, let's compare. ISR. ISR does not have, okay, there's BFD, there's NTP, there's OMP, there's security, there's system. Now, if I choose, now there's AAA in vCloud. But if I choose ISR, there is no AAA. So each and every of the router has their own templates, which you have to be very aware of. Now I'm going to choose the one that is applicable to what we want to do. We want to create a system template. Now, the system template is basically the system we created at the initial of this part of the configuration is what we want to create, which is unique to every every VH uh, router. Now I'm going to create, click on it, then we begin. Now this is I already have some the ones I've created before, which I'm just going to use. And note that description is compulsory. So if I am creating a system template, which I called one system H, I you will have to use this uh, compulsorily. You need to put something in the description, but it's just for me. It's okay for me if I use the similar um, name. Now, for the site ID, if you notice, each and every one of these sites has their own ID. So, which means, okay, before I do, I say that I want to explain the details of when you see global. If you choose global, it means whatever options you put here, or maybe site one, site two, site 111, site 222, it will be applicable for every site you deployed it to. If you choose device specific, then it allows you to impute the value. It gives you the option to impute the value when prior deploying it to the device. So for the Uh, for this particular configuration, I'm going to be choosing device specific, which is system IP is also device specific. Each and every one of the device comes with their system IP. Delay over I mean over lay ID, I don't have to do anything. The time zone, if you have to, I don't have to do anything. Host name is device specific. It's already there. Location, I don't have to do anything. I can leave it. I can change the location. I can decide if it is device specific or not. The only item we need to choose here, we need to change here is the console, which is compulsory. So I'm just going to change it to 1152 and I'm going to go ahead and save it. We have just created one template. Now we are going to create four more templates. So we are choosing this. Now we'll create the two VPN, VPN 0 and VPN 512. VPN 0 is our one VPN, while VPN 512 is the management VPN. Now we already have, okay, for the name we choose VPN 0 1H. Then for the name I can leave it and I can, okay, I will have to choose the name of the interface. I'm going to change it to VPN 0 device specific. For VPN 0, the interface name. For ECMP, enhance ECMP keying, I'm going to choose global. I'm going to turn it on. Now, I don't need this. For DNS, I'm going to choose global, which is 8.8.8.8, which I'm going to prefer. For BGP, I'm not running BGP. Static, I'm not doing all of this. Um, then IP route, I'm just going to, because I need to have a default route. If you remember, in when I was configuring this, I mean I configured a default route. So I'm going to do a default route here /0. And I'm going to decide my next op, choose my next op, add a next op. My next op is going to be device specific because I'm building a template for 5VH and they're not going to use the same uh, default route, the gateway. So it's going to be the device specific, and I'm going to change it to VPN 0 here. Let me do, okay, I think I should be able to, okay, let me do first because I'm likely going to be using two, uh, some of the interfaces conduits. Okay, that should be sufficient. Then I can add. So this is good. IP version 6, I'm not running. Service, I'm not running. GRA, I'm not running. IPsec, I'm not running. NAT, I'm not running. Let's just go and verify it again. Okay, I have it changes I need to make here. I'm going to do first. It's just for easy identification, nothing else. Okay, DNS. Next up, and I think I'm good. I can save it. Now we'll create similar VPN, but this time around is going to be VPN 512. VH Cloud VPN. So I'm going to choose 1H VPN 512. So here, this is going to change VPN 512. I can do device specific 512. The interface name. I don't need this. I don't need DNS. Do I need? I don't need DNS. I don't need DNS. I can leave it. The rest remains. I don't need static routes. I don't need any service. I don't need IP routes. Save. Am I missing anything? Okay, saying some field is required. Leave it to default. So I think that is done. VPN 0, VPN 512. Two more to go. We need to do uh, the VPN interface itself, the LAN, both the WAN and the LAN. So I'm going to choose uh, VPN 0 first interface, and I'm going to choose. So is it shut down? It is no, not shutting it down. The interface name VPN 0, and it's going to be the first. Okay, device description. I can leave it. Um, for IP address is device specific VPN 0 underscore first. Secondary IP address we don't need. Block non-source IP address, boundary stream, tunnel interface. Yes, yes, we are turning the tunnel interface because if you remember in this configuration, I did tunnel interface here, so we need this color. It is device specific. If you remember, it is device specific. It's device specific. Restrict, yes, we're going to restrict because we want gold to form an IPsec tunnel to gold. We want MPLS to, we don't want uh, uh, gold to form an IPsec with MPLS. Group, I don't need. Border, control connections, I don't have any. Uh, Maximum, allow all services, yes, allow. Um, I think that is all. Not, I'm not doing anything about that yet. I think that is all. Then we can save that. Then one more, we are doing VPN 512. We're doing VPN 512 interface. Yes, we just created the VPN 0 interface. Do you want to shut down the interface? No. Do you want the interface name? Yes. VPN 512. Do you want to add description? Well, I don't need it. Do you want to add an IP address? Yes. VPN 512. Yes. You want the secondary IP address? No. DHCP helper? No. I don't want any tunnel there. Not no. All other things follows. Then save. I think that is the featured templates we need to create. Then we can group them in the device template. Create a device template. If you want to do CLI templates where you just copy and paste to the router, it's all fine. But that negates the essence of this video. So what we want to do is we want uh, a device template. So we create a feature template, a device template from a feature template. Now we choose the model of what we want. Now we put a name. Let's say we're configuring for VH template. You can repeat the name here. Now this is where we match all the templates we created. Come to system. We created the system. Did we create any login? No. We didn't create any OMP. No. VPN 0, you choose VPN 0. Yes, we created. The interface for that VPN 0, we choose it. VPN 512, yes, we created. You add the interface here, then you choose VPN 512. That's all. So create. Then this is we've created feature templates. We have 5 templates. And in the 5 templates, we have added to a device template. We have not added any, we have not attached any device to it. It is updated by an admin, and this is the date that it was updated. So we can just come to device templates and attach this template to a device. Now, you will click on these 3 dots and click on attach. Scroll down to select the device you want to attach this template to. You want to attach BR1, BR2. At this point, don't select VBond because VBond has a different configuration on its own. So we have that, then you click on attach. Then it takes you a step further where you have to supply every information you that is required, which you have created in that template. So let's start with 1.1.2.1. No, I want to start with 1.1.1.1, which is this. I'm going to start with this. Click on it. Edit template. Now, this is what we have. Which what I'm going to do now is I'm going to split the screen to make it more easier to follow through. There is a way to fix you. So now VPN 512, the name is what? ETH0. That is the name, as you can see here. Interface name. Um, interface IP address is going to be, if I remember, my memory serves me well, it's going to be, let me check again, I'm not sure of the exact 5112 that I use. I think we can just use anyone. So of no use again. So it's 192.1.254 254.241. It is local to me. So it address VPN 0 next up IP address, which is this interface 100.64.1.254/24. Interface name for VPN 0 GE 0/0. IP address for VPN 0, it is 100.64.1.1. Color, it is gold. Host name is this. System IP is 1.1.1.1. And site ID is site1. So that is all for this. I'm sure it's going to throw an error. Oh, it didn't. I'm expecting it to throw an error for this. I'm coming. It doesn't. This is supposed to come with /24. Why this should come with /24? It's only this that doesn't. The gateway. Where is the gate? Next up does not have to come with /24. These also come with /24. Okay, so we update. Move to the next one, which is this 1.1.1.2. Create it. The interface name, ETO. The IP address is, let's use 241. The VPN 0 is 172.1.1.254/24. The interface is G0/0, the interface name, G0/0. The IP address is 172.1.1.1 slash 24. Very important. This doesn't come with slash. The color is MPLS. The host name is VH2. The system IP is 1.1.2 and the site ID is 1. That's all for that. The next one is this other site 1.1.2.3, 2.1 and 2.2. So let's start with 2.1. The 512 name is ETH0. The IP address is 242. The VPN 0 is 100.64.22. If I remember the 1/24. The interface name is G0/0, which is this interface. The IP address. Okay, this is the next up, which is 254. This is 100.64.22.1/24. The next up doesn't come with a slash. I'm just going to verify this. Don't want to make a mistake. .1, 22.1. Okay, good. And the gateway is 22.254. So I'm still correct. I'm right. The color is gold. The host name is VH3. System IP is 1.1.2.1. 2.1. The site ID is site 2. And that's all. So for this, the other one, edit template, same thing, 3. Next up is 164.2.254. 102.254. The interface name is this. The IP address is 2.1/24. The color is gold. The host name is VH4. System IP is 1.2.2 and the site ID is site2. Update. Then the last is edit template .4. Next up IP address is 164.3.254. The interface name is this. The IP address is 64.3.1/24. Color is gold. The host name is VH5. System IP is 3.1. Site ID is site2. Update. If all goes well, when I click on next, now when you click on each and every one of them, it's going to show you the configuration preview and it's going to show you the configuration difference. Now, the difference between the two is when you click on the configuration difference, the red will be removed. The white is what configuration that matches exactly to what you are import. The green is what will be added. So the baud rate is what we configured. The domain ID system, this will be removed. User group will be removed. Password will be removed. This will be replaced. Authentication is now using SHA for hashing and SHA. It's adding DNS on VPN. It's removing DHCP IP version 6. It's removing color. It's putting color restrict. It's removing the MTU. It's removing the private IP address I inserted, and it's changing it to this IP address. I didn't follow the IP address, so that is good for that. We can go for the second one. For the second one, the chassis number, the system, host name, everything seems fine as we configured it. Nothing changed. The V bond, everything here remains. The password, this is going to be removed. This is going to be removed. This is going to be removed. This is going to be removed, and this will be replaced with it. So everything seems fine. I want to double check something here. Same thing goes for, okay, everything seems good. The third one, which is site 1.1.2, everything seems good, 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 good. Site 1.2.2, everything seems good, 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 good down there. And the last one, let's check the configuration difference. Now, this is the problem. The site that was there is 3. Now I change the site to 2. So it is best I go back to edit this because the site is supposed to be site 3. If I remove this and it added this, then it's going to be trouble in the configuration. So 1.1.3, the site is supposed to be 3. 1.1.3, the site is supposed to be 3, not 2. Update, then next. So let's just verify that once again. So the beauty is you have the option to, you are able to double check your configuration, be sure what you configured is correctly configured, be sure you are not, whatever you configured can be double checked. Unlike the CLI, that once you've deployed the configuration remotely and you don't have to, human error is there. This you will be able to verify it. You'll be able to double check. You can, your superior after configuring it, your manager or your superior can check it to verify you have the correct templates to deploy before deploying it. If all things work and how you want to deploy it, everything seems fine, then you go ahead, click on configure devices. It will give you a notification for configuring devices. Once you click confirm and OK, it automatically deploys this configuration to all the 5 devices. All you have to do is sit back, take a cup of coffee, and wait for the deployment to be completed. So far we have worked on the templates. We have uh, look at different configuration changes and how to deploy templates and explaining the template features, the device templates, how it is created, how the V8, the V bond, how they all came up and the rest like that. So basically, this is everything about the configuration. SD-WAN. In live production environment, you see more than 5 templates. It might be hundreds of thousands, I mean hundreds of templates, which might need careful review before you deploy anything, because some templates can still be reused for other VHs. And as I've mentioned earlier, the template you use for VH Cloud is different from the template you use for CSR or for ISR router. So that is going to be all. I'm going to wait for the last one. Once the configuration is pushed, then we can check on our main dashboard to see if it is everything is working as expected. As you can see, it has success, 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 which shows that everything is properly deployed as expected. So I want to go to the main dashboard. I'm not sure why the last one is still waiting. Okay, you can see we have four up. The last one is still, which is definitely going to come up. Um, Now, if I go to any one of these and try to configure them by um, uh, CLI, it will throw an error that is being managed. Now, let's try and adjust VPN 0, and let's say interface G0/0 and say IP tunnel no allow service, no allow hub. Now let's try to commit. As you can see, when I try to commit, it's saying this device is being managed by the vManage. Configuration through the CLI is not allowed. So even if I want to exit, I either say no because but it does not. You can conveniently check uh, troubleshooting. You want to ping, you want to do trace routes, and the rest. It gives you the ability to do that, but to configure these devices will not be is not allowed using CLI except using templates. So we have 5 devices that are applied, and this is the numbers of templates that device template that is attached to that featured template. So that will be all for this video. Thank you for watching.